Today, woke up early to go watch the Super Bowl at this bar that was really popular with expats. Had to get the Super Bowl in, being a Patriots fan. Then had to leave early to catch a boat. Went snorkeling now. I'm at this place called Turtle Island. This is basically almost like a mini zoo, but in the background, in this little reservoir here, there's actually a bunch of turtles. They keep here for about 6 months. Before releasing them back into the wild. They've got a whole variety. In age, there's anywhere from
not this big
50 to 85 years for the oldest one. Really cool place. They also have a whole bunch of other stuff. There's more turtles. If I just flip around, in these little white reservoirs here, there's more turtles. Different age groups. They have little tiny baby ones. Little squirts. They got some leatherbacks in here as well, but then they got other animals too. So they got a monkey, they have an iguana, owl, toucan, snake, mongoose. Never seen a mongoose, smaller than I thought, and a bunch of other stuff. So really cool place. Love being able to interact with the turtles. You actually get to like pick one up, you can feed it, touch it. I've seen turtles before. In Hawaii, saw them in the wild snorkeling, but never as like, you're not allowed to touch them there, so I got to touch it, kind of, like I said, interact. Really cool if you're a turtle lover. So just relaxing here on Turtle Island for a little bit more, and then off to see a temple, and then have a little sunset dinner. It's supposed to be really romantic. Alright, so awesome day yesterday. Got to see Turtle Island, got to see a temple, nice beach, and then beautiful sunset dinner. Today, up bright and early, another day, a full day of exploring this time. I'm gonna head up to kind of like a mountain village of Ubud. It's supposed to be really nice, kind of like art village there. A lot of master craftsmen, so that is gonna be really cool. Then check out a rice paddy, another temple, go not really up to the volcano, but I'm gonna be checking a volcano and waterfall, and then yeah, we'll see what else our tour guide's got in store for us, but should be a really good day. Loving Bali so far. It's a beautiful country. And the thing that's really neat about it is the Hindu influence here. There's a lot of, actually, if I just swing around, there's a lot of little statues like this all over. Just on our hotel property alone, there seems to be like 100 of them. And everywhere you travel, there seems to be more. But the nice thing about it is, it's not overly done. It's very subtle. You don't feel like it's kind of like in your face or anything like that. So, very nice. And everyone is very friendly, and it's just a beautiful country. So love everything about it and highly recommend getting out here if you can. so vlog update for the day. Spent basically the entire morning in Ubud, which is like this nice art community village. Started with a traditional barong dance. Basically, it's a story of the fight between good and evil. It's one of two traditional Indonesian dances, the other being the fire dance, which is, I'm told, more like it's a romance story, like Romeo and Juliet. Very nice, great music, and great costumes. It's very incredible. The costumes are just fantastic. Then went to see a silk screening press where they all make the handmade silk screens and the process that goes into it. Silver and goldsmith.
Hot flame.
Then a little painting of artists enclave set up in a little temple. They just had a whole bunch of artists with paintings, everything from traditional to modern, using old-fashioned techniques and everything. And then went to a master wood carving facility where everything is done by hand, and you guys would have to see the level of detail that they are able to do with these little wood carvings, and all of it is done using hand tools. Now we're having lunch. We drove about an hour from there and having a quick lunch, late lunch, basically on the rim overlooking Batur volcano. And I'm gonna swing around. There it is behind me. So let me see if I can focus a little bit, even though I'm looking dark. But there you see it. And then swing a little bit around more. You can see Crater Lake in the distance there. And then the cloud cover is kind of blocking, but there is right here another mountain range, or maybe another part of the volcano. But anyways, onwards for the rest of the day. Not sure what else we're gonna see. It's been a long day so far, and from where we are it takes a long time to get places, so hopefully we can get a few more things in. We'll see. Alright, so a bit of a vlog update. Yesterday, after stopping for lunch at Kintamani, overlooking the volcano, kind of ran out of daytime, so we basically were able to stop at a rice terrace, which is very pretty. Those terraces, though, aren't actually used anymore for rice production. They just use rice paddies nowadays, but still really pretty to see. And then stopped at a coffee plantation where they make a bunch of local grown coffee beans and a few other plants. Got to sample a bunch of coffees and teas, and had luwak coffee, which for those who don't know is coffee that is taken from the droppings of a small luwak animal who eats raw beans, digests it, lets it out, cleaned, roasted like a normal bean. But it tasted really good if you can get over the whole, came out of an animal thing. But really delicious. Alright, so last day in Bali before heading back home. Trying to make the most of it, but aside from a heavy downpour this morning that kind of restricted us, looks like the clouds are cleared and just another beautiful day in paradise. It's gonna be hard to leave this, but it's been incredible so far. I'm really glad I made the trek out here. The Indonesian people are so welcoming, and just overall just seems so grateful that you're here with them. Everyone just really good, pretty good English too for most people I've spoken to. So definitely come check it out if you can. It's just gorgeous here. Alright, so finally made it back to the States, and as you can probably tell by the fact that I've got this nice fleece on, it's cold. I already miss Bali and Boracay and the 80 degree, sunny degree weather. Anyway, so I thought I'd try to give a brief rundown of my thoughts on both locations. So Boracay was a fun place. It's kind of like it's more of like an active party-ish scene in the Philippines. A lot to do there. A lot of restaurants and bars and stuff right along the beach, along this walkway. Just all lined with hotels, restaurants, and bars, and shops, and everything, and vendors. You can pretty much find whatever you want there, and the beach is beautiful and everything like that. So, stayed at the Henan Regency Hotel, which was really good. There's like 5 Henans on the island, so just be careful which one you're staying at. But the Regency was really good, and the thing that I really liked about it was they took care of a lot of the travel arrangements. Getting to Boracay is kind of an adventure. So yeah, like once you get to the airport, you have to get from the airport to a ferry to take you to Boracay, and then once you get to Boracay, you still have to get to your hotel. And if you don't have any private arrangements, you have to figure this all out on your own. You have to pay like a terminal fee at the ferry port. So it could be a bit intimidating and confusing if you don't know what you're doing. So Henan took care of all of that. They had their own boat, they have their own van to transport you to from the ferry. They took care of the fees, so it made the whole process really easy. And their hotel's right on the beach. You get free breakfast every morning, so that alone was worth it. And then if we jump to Bali, we stayed in a hotel in Nusa Dua, which is this area of Bali that is kind of a very high-end exclusive area. You have to go through a security gate just to get into Nusa Dua. And then once you're in Nusa Dua, there's a whole bunch of high-end hotels and everything. We stayed at the Laguna, which is a Starwood luxury resort, and this place was incredible. Just absolutely breathtaking. And compared to Boracay, it was really quiet. Granted, it is off-season. But the hotel is really quiet, beautiful, also right on the beach. And the thing with traveling to Bali in January, February, like we did, it is, like I mentioned, off-season, or it's the rainy season. So you kind of take your chances, but we really lucked out and basically had 3 beautiful days where we only had a couple of passing showers, and when it did rain and downpour, it didn't affect us in any way because we were either indoors or already swimming in the swimming pool. So you may not be as lucky, but we were really fortunate. It was certainly worth the risk. But definitely worth it. And again, the Laguna is such a beautiful resort. And the Indonesian people are very, very friendly and welcoming. Like everyone that we spoke to was very grateful that you were there and seemed genuinely welcoming. So incredible experience. Really glad I got the chance to go to both locations, and would love to go back, and highly recommend that anyone who is willing to make the trek halfway across the world to go check these places out. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next trip.